What's going on, team? How we doing out there? Who's ready to come back into the market? Let's do this, team. You guys know how I'm doing it. Always working hard. I was working on some shorts there, got a little lost, but ready to get back to it. And I got a little special thing for you guys today. Sometimes, the market is acting like it is today where we need to hit the gas pedal, right? And this is when it gets very difficult because, right now, of course, I do other things here at Benzinga other than just trade. So right now I'm trying to look at the market and be like, man, not feel like I got the FOMO, but we're above the 420. And yes, you know what that means, guys. I don't know about you guys, but that means green light for me. It's green light, baby. What's going on out there? How we doing out there in the chat? It's definitely one of those days where you're hearing it. Get to the chopper! Everybody's looking at the market coming up here, and we're at 420.72. It looks like new bull market is here. Let's get to the action. Let's take a look at this market as we keep kind of pushing higher here. We're up there towards the 420.70. I was looking to see if we'd get to 420 today, and there it is. We went back to the 410s, held the support. Now we're going for the real big bar breakout, bullish engulfing candle. Really nice looking day on this. And it wasn't a bad one, man. I missed one trade that I just sold too early. You guys know I've been trying to get into, of course, the prop account. And I'm going to show you guys that in just a second, right? So we talked, of course, about trade the pool this earlier today, and I think in this week. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about is that I am taking some shots. One of that shots was a trade today on AI, and you guys can see it's up there to 32.90s. I definitely maybe sold really quickly into the first move. I sold at 29.94s and maybe should have let a little bit more ride, a little bit to the upside, right? A little bit of a runner could have got me this nice big lift. And I think that that's one thing that I'm going to think about going back on this trade, that I'll be like, all right, got to do a little bit better on that. But one thing that I did want to talk to you guys about that is that I know this show is focused on swing trading, so I'm going to continue doing the swing trades. Don't get me wrong. But I am going to also sometimes take like these power hour trades right here live for you guys on the prop account. I hope that you guys don't mind that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you guys want to see some live trades done. Of course, I'll show you guys everything on that. I didn't even give access to the live trading guys this access, so I'll show you guys that right now. Let me show you guys what I got set up for us. So of course I'm not going to go to this right now. I'm going to definitely talk about the market. Then we can take a look at maybe taking a little bit of some trades towards the end. But you guys see here, this is the trading setup there for the prop account, and you guys can see the trades going through there. How much I've made today? Only a 32 on the account. But that was just from the two trades that I made today. The AI was a really nice one. I bought 50, then bought 25, then bought 25, and then it sold 50 at 29.44. Sold the other 50 at 29.86. It was a nice little trade there. Then lost one on a smaller name. But let me know what you guys think in the chat. I definitely will go back to my other screen so we can take a look into the market. If you guys are not interested in that, I can also adjust, right? It's all about you guys in the chat also, not only what I want here. All right, let's get to the SPY. Let's start taking a look at what other trades are making moves. NCLH, not looking too bad on the day, but it's just hanging in there. I thought I would get a lift by now, and it keeps battling. So I'm still in this swing trade, going to hold on. And I was looking at the airlines today. Was I going to take a shot? I was thinking about it. But now they're kind of selling off towards the end here. So I'm going to stay off that trade and just keep battling, team. So catching up with you guys in the chat. What's going on there? I see live trades mentioned in the chat. Costco, insane. We'll take a look at that for sure. Costco, they don't give you a chance too often. BFD, despite as so report. And I think it's more about the market day, right? I don't think it's necessarily about the Costco. But look at that move, right? This is not having to do. I think they just jumped on this, and the algos just rode with the momentum. And you can see it. It was a big, big move. I mean, I was watching Costco earlier today. I can show you guys that because I have a line drawn right to the move that I was looking at for kind of what we call the VWAP bounce move. I was looking towards a move towards 485 to jump in there. It didn't go towards it. It went to 484.96 on that little slice. I maybe should have got that 485, but I wasn't able to get the fill there and missed it. And a pretty big miss today, right? I mean, big push back up. But I thought the report wasn't bad either. I'm agreeing that the report wasn't bad, but it also wasn't great. I mean, they beat and beat, right? That's what they do. And they didn't do that bad there. All right, let's keep going. Killing it with AMD, says Hot Dog Jones. Let's take a look there. Jay, I will never trade airlines and cruise ships. Hey, up to you, Jay. Each of us have our trades, right? Sometimes they're going to work. Sometimes they're not. They've been doing me well. Let's keep going. Let's go to AMD. Let's take a peek at that one. I know that one's been ripping all day long, now towards 127.30. And look at this takeoff, man. This is the one that I thought about. You know, I mean, at first, I didn't think that it could take off so much. But when I saw NVIDIA move, I was like, yeah, now they're probably just going to come after AMD and get this sucker moving higher. I mean, it gapped up, continued going, and who knows? It could be at new all-time highs pretty quickly. I mean, they're still ways away, right? I mean, we're talking to move to 160, probably like about 40% move higher, right? I mean, still room there, about like 30%, 26% towards the high. I think there's still room there, but you got to be careful because when the pullbacks come, they're going to be pretty quickly. All right, let's keep going. We'll get into Unity. I got you, Smoke Tuna. Hang that one on the sidelines. Let me keep through some stocks, and then we can take a look. Of course, we can go into the SPY, or let's just look into the Qs, because let's just be honest, guys. Do the SPY even matter anymore? I usually start this show with the SPY, but I think I'm going to have to get to the point where I'm just going to have to use the Qs, man, because that's what's moving, baby, and that's where I think we need to keep keeping our focus, right? Let's take a look at what were the leading stocks in the Qs today. And of course, we got Marvell taking lead. And who was talking about Marvell here just yesterday? Well, of course, Mitch sold it early, so not really getting the bank that I should have got on this move. But let's just be honest. It was a great call, and I hope somebody was able to nail Marvell as a stock that was lagging behind all the action, got the NVIDIA boost, and was still lagging. Then yesterday, take off with the earnings, and now another move higher there towards 65.20. Hope somebody was able to make that money. All right, let's keep going. We can take a look at another name that I was talking about just yesterday also. The day prior, really at the beginning of yesterday, AVGO. Look at that one. What? A move? I thought it wanted 700. It wanted 800 and beyond. What a breakout there by Broadcom. And this is a huge breakout there. Monster move higher. And what I like about it is it just stepped higher all day long. Did not move away. This shows me more what? Algos on the buy button. Risk on. This is that algo like just offer taken. That. There wasn't much bid action on these. Look at that push towards 812. I'm not going to lie. I should have maybe jumped on these today and just kind of played it a little bit higher. I didn't want to really day trade all day long because I got some other work that I had to work on. But this was definitely that kind of day where things could have just been pushed to the side and you could have traded all day. Because some of these trades, they were just gas pedal. This is gas pedal type of trade. This is when I talk about it all the time. As day traders, we need to know when to hit the brake pedal, when to hit the gas pedal. This was gas pedal all day. Downshift into second, put some risk on, make that cash, and then take the profits, because I do feel like we're going to have a nasty profit take here towards maybe the end of the day. But when will that come in? It could come in at 59. It could come in at 45. It could come in with the imbalances. Who knows? The truth is, this is a nice breakout. So should we short the SPY? No, I'm not telling you that, Matt, because the truth is, if I wanted you to short the SPY, I'd probably short it right myself, right? But I'm not shorting the SPY right now. There's no need to short the SPY because it could pull back, but it could lift off right back through it by Tuesday, right? We don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. The only thing I'm mentioning is that maybe you might see a little bit of some profit taking, and that could happen. All right, let's keep going. MPWR is another one that is really making a really nice move here, guys. So I'm going to go through some of the leading ones there in the Qs. This was on my radar yesterday. It's really starting to push and could continue to push. Now the semiconductor equipment stocks pushing higher. Remember when the China warnings came in and I was wondering, were these going to turn around? No, they got strength, of course. NVIDIA turned everything around. There it is. I was talking about it today, and man, should have got into this one today. I played a smaller name and didn't ride the rally all the way up with AI, but I was looking for Tesla for a 200 run. Even today, it got to 198.60. I think it's almost there, but it definitely ran into the trend line that I drew. I drew this, created it on March 30th, updated it on the 22nd, just on Monday. And I was wondering, were we going to make a run towards that trend line? There you guys have it. That's why I love TC, because it really gives you guys the dates. So you guys know I'm not just like, just cherry picking on analysis here. Look at that Tesla move. Look at the push. I also love how it pulled back to the 9 EMA. Talked about how that could be a nice pullback opportunity off like kind of the 180s levels. And look how the 50 EMA was right there too. So giving you support there off the 178.70 and the 178.50, and then drove right back to the upside. Not a bad move there in Tesla. All right, let's keep going. Of course, Micron even taking off. TER, this is one that I don't talk about often. And this one could just gotten moved, right? Just gotten started, right? So this is one I'm going to put on your radar that you probably have never heard of. And so I always look for names that are moving that maybe you're not trading or maybe you don't know about. And so this is one that I definitely put on the radar. I like the chart that it gave here, kind of like a little bit of a head and shoulders, then started really holding the base on the pullback. And so this looks pretty decent here for a move towards 110. And maybe if things continue in the way they are, it can make that run towards 120. This is one I'd put on the radar. TER. I'm going to have to set an alert on this one. I'll see what happens when it crosses that line. All right, let's keep going. Valuation over 3 billion yield, trying to short NVIDIA. Yeah, you keep trying to short NVIDIA. That's just trying to get destroyed. All right, let's keep going. I sold out too early on so much. Stupid debt ceiling overhang ticketed my conservative button. It happens, Dano. I sold too early too. I mean, part of that is I had to work and kind of do some other things today, so I couldn't stay in the market. But I agree. This is going to happen. What we got to do is learn, right? When we're in the intraday market, a lot of times we need to think different thoughts, right? Different thoughts than what we thought in the pre-market. Price action overrides everything. In this action today, you could see it. The market wanted to keep going. How did I know that? I instantly looked to the big boys. That's the way I like to do it. I go to like Apple. What was Apple doing? Apple was pushing strong right out the gates. What was Microsoft doing? Pushing strong right out the gates. What was Amazon doing? Pushing strong right out the gates, right? What was Tesla doing? Pushing strong right out the gates. If these stocks are pushing strong right out the gates, the market almost has no shot but to just keep following along, right? And then NVIDIA also driving higher ain't going to make it a bad thing, right? Then you got other stocks, right? I mean, just look at the SPY, right? The leading stocks, right? In the SPY to overall, right? You had like Amazon, right? You have NVIDIA. You have Meta just pushing strong. ACN is now pushing strong here. And so keep your eyes on these because they are playing pretty well on the day. Got to keep your eyes out, man, because look at Adobe. This is one that I'm really going to kick myself on because I really thought that Adobe could start becoming an AI play. It's now to 418. Stocks, just pure takeoff. What does this show say? New bull market, baby. And you could definitely see it. I mean, look at these stocks. They're pushing strong. All right, let's keep going. We can take a look at some other names. Palantir yesterday, was watching it with you. PLTR, yeah, I missed that. I missed holding on to that one. Sold that one a little bit early in the Moomoo account. That one continued today towards 14. There's some strong names out there. But it doesn't mean that we're done, team. Doesn't mean we're done by any means. It's 3:30, right? We can still trade a little bit. Let's keep taking a look. I don't have a guest on today. So once we get to 3:30, I'm probably going to switch to a little bit of some prop action and see what I can get into. Maybe this show turns into a little bit of 30 minutes of swing time action, 30 minutes of me trading live in front of you guys. You guys always let me know what you guys like the most. I mean, at the end of the day, we do it for you guys. So do us a favor, smash the like, and let's keep it going. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, the AI trade feels too FOMO for guys like me. Yeah, I mean, the AI one, man, that was a nice one. If I would have just rode that one a little bit today, I could have been killing it in the prop. I could have made the prop today, literally. Who knows? All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at what else is making moves on the day. I've talked too much about technology, so let's go to consumer cyclical, the second leading sector on the day. Let's see what kind of big moves I could see here that we should focus on. Of course, I'm looking to see some of the bigger names, right? Not smaller names. This is an interesting name, an auto parts name that has high capitalization. This is a $1 billion stock. We've seen some AutoZone push right back to the upside. MOD. I don't know this stock, but really nice 2-day move here with its decent volume. I'd keep it on watch. There's a smaller name here that I'd keep on watch too that has been making moves as of late, GCT. Just a smaller name that I'm going to keep on watch. Right now, it's not doing much, but in the next couple of days, we'll see if it makes a move higher towards the 8. I'll keep it on watch to see if it goes back into the 7 handle. That's going to be where I put the alert. All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at somewhere else. Let's see what led the day. Auto manufacturing, of course, Tesla helped with that. Specialty retail did well too. Of course, Carvana included on that. This is one that I've been looking at for a nice little swing level. And you can look here. I don't got it anymore, but this still looks like it wants to go. And it's kind of raring up for a push above 12. And I think that if you can push back above 14, you could get some squeeze action right back through this. And I look back at where this stock came from last time it kind of pushed up, and I draw kind of a little bit of a trend line there. And if we could really kind of push back here towards, like, let's say up there towards 1350, I think this could really get moving. This is one that I'm going to keep on the radar, and it could really just take off through the 12. So we'll see what happens here just coming up. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a little bit of a scalp trade on this coming up. All right. You guys have strong stocks. Throw them up in the chat. We can take a look at them. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to go into prop mode. Of course, when I'm in prop mode, I might be a little bit focused, because if I start taking some trades with some big share size, the number one thing I preach is what? Processed approach. So you're not going to see me lose that processed approach here. And that's the focus, because if you do, call me out on it, team. That's what you guys are here for too. We're here to keep it honest, right? And I think that that's the important thing. Let's go to the daily here. Let's go to Unity and see what we're doing. This is bouncing a little bit. I know that someone in the chat wanted to take a look at it, so I'm taking a little bit of a peek at it. Right now, it's not looking too bad, because at least it's bouncing off to 2750 and kind of a little bit lower towards 2732. So I'd see it kind of bounce off 2750, go back through the 28. Wouldn't be too bad. But the daily chart just doesn't look good. And it doesn't just stand out to me. So I would keep this one on the sideline until it gets back through 30, and then I can maybe take on a chance. We talked about ARKK today with Dennis Dick on PreMarket Prep. This one doesn't look too bad. Palantir wants higher in there. Path wants higher. Tesla, if Tesla starts moving, ARKK is not too far behind. Roku looks like it wants to come back up here. Shop is taking a little bit of a pullback, but now can really start taking off if Amazon's going to really make a next move. Even Hood is starting to come back, right? Who knows what can happen here? I mean, a lot of these stocks are really starting to make a little bit of a strong move. And with any continuation in the market, or maybe a debt, the debt ceiling kind of being resolved, could really push these stocks to the next up level. And then we could really be back into a strong bull market. I think that a lot of stocks are showing us that we are in a bull market. The only thing we need to do is keep in mind if we're going to see the next push higher. All right, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to get to some prop time. I'm going to go ahead and play a quick trailer for you guys before we get into that prop time. If you guys smash a like, let's keep it going right here on Start Swing Trade.
Number one rule in day trading stock is don't risk your money. The second rule in day trading stock is have enough capital to trade freely. Introducing Trade the Pool. Trade our funds in your own unique way. Here's how it works. Step number 1. Show you can trade and prove your profitability. Step number 2, get funded. Trade the pool and keep up to 80% of the profits. Step number 3, stay consistent and get access to unlimited buying power. It's as simple as that. Sound good? But wait, we got more. When you join Trade the Pool, you get a free user for the best tools in the market. Trade ideas, TrendSpider, Bookmap, Traders Syncs, and more. We have been here for a while now, from 2016, when we built our first brand called The Fivers, a well-known and respected prop firm for indices and FX trading. But enough about us, let's talk about you. Are you ready to be a stock star? Start trading now.
All right, team, let's get to the action. Let's see what I can get into. Let's see if there's any stocks that you guys are looking at right now. Of course, if you guys see a stock that you guys want to talk about or maybe see me take a shot at, of course, I'm not going to take the recommendation from you, but it could put it on my radar here. Go ahead, drop some stocks in the chat. We'll keep watch also on the queues right now. Of course, that's probably one of the things that I'm definitely going to keep watch on today is, are we starting to see a little bit of a sell-off here? And if I do see the sell-off, what can I play here? Well, I've seen StockX go as low as can pretty much go, right? And I can take a look at that in a second here. But I'm just looking at it right now because it's already starting to crack here. So seeing that we just came off of that kind of 11:15 area. And so that's one thing that I can clearly see. I can look to see if we can pull back and create kind of a little bit of a box here where it comes back towards like 1120s and then takes off to the 1150. VWAP is way up there. VWAP is all the way up towards 1220. So I don't know how much of a sell-off we're going to actually have here, how much profit taking we're going to get, but it's something that I'm keeping an eye on. So let's show you that StockX trade and see the mentality in that, right? Let me make sure that I get some drawing tools here ready for you guys. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's take a look here. I have it on the 5 minutes so you guys can see kind of my outlook here. Horizontal line that I'm going to draw right there. Of course, you guys can see that. Now we're going to start looking to see what happens at that level. Can I get a little bit of a pullback towards the 1120 and then maybe start risking off this bottom action here? So I'm trying to take a look there to see what happens on this pullback, 1130s. Maybe you can go ahead and get the order ready, right? If I'm gonna do this, gotta have the order ready. I'm thinking I'll probably do like a 200 share order. I'm not trying to push the prop count right now. I'm definitely going to take a little bit bigger sizing as we keep kind of pushing along, but I'm looking for see if we can see some type of little reversal towards the close here. One of the stocks that can really give me a kind of a signal if we're going to actually pull back a significant amount is Nvidia. So I'm keeping watch on that stock and a different chart here to see how much we're going to fall off here and if we're going to get a quick little sell off. All right, so also watching the cues here, you can see how that's kind of battling right now. Let's go to a little bit of a 5 minute, see kind of a little bit more into the price action right now. All right, so you can see the battle right now around the 348. Let's see if it goes through that 348.50s. Already seeing Nvidia come down a little bit there. We got a low there of 27, but not much lower than that. And so Nvidia is already kind of showing a little weakness here. Now StockX showing a little bit of a kind of a bull flag kind of play here off the 1 minute. I'm looking for a little bit of pullback and then seeing that the volume gets in. Some volume did get in on that last push, and you can see this if I go to the 1 minute. And excuse me if you guys see me moving right, because I just have like 4 different screens, so I'm trying to keep it going here. Smash the like, guys, if you guys are enjoying this. Let me know in the chat. You know, I can always just go right back to the market outlook, but trying to take a little bit of a live trade action here. We'll see what happens, right? And a lot of that is kind of keeping an eye on different stocks to just kind of watch what happens here. You can see how Nvidia is dropping pretty fast here on the right. So that gives me a little bit more sign that we could get a little bit of a push up on the semiconductors and a push up on StockX, going bearish the semiconductors here. Of course, this would be a kind of a quick in and out type of trade, right? I'm not going to try to stick around. Definitely not going to go and hold it towards the close. It would just be like a bang in, bang out type of trade. We'll see what happens there on this type of trade. Let's also take a look there. How's Apple doing here? Apple looks like it wants a little bit higher. It's right around the resistance, but I'm looking to see what's going to happen towards the close here. Tesla's already falling a pretty significant amount, so that shows me a little bit more like maybe profit taking coming into like some day trading action there in Tesla. Let's see what happens here in the Qs. All right, so the Qs I'll put up the bottom here. Still kind of keeping an eye on StockX here. You guys see it. I'm on the 1 minute now. We went back towards the 26. Didn't really kind of come down towards the 20s. Kind of I thought like a quick pullback, but we could just break through the 35 and start making a move. So I'm just going to keep watch here and see if we get a little bit of a pullback. What platform am I using? I'm using here, of course, Trade. I'll show you guys here. I'll give you the link, right? This is Trade the Pool, right? You guys have seen it. We come on before, It's a prop firm, so I'm using Trade the Pool here. You guys can actually get 14 days free trial of the platform to see if you guys like the platform. Check it out. I'm throwing it up in the chat here, and I have an even better link that would give you guys a little bit of a discount. Let me go ahead and grab that for you guys. I've been having that, of course. We had on the CEO on Wednesday, so let me go ahead and pull that up here for you guys. All right, here's that link here for you guys. There you go. Sorry for not having it ready here. There's the link. All right, I held on stock fast for under 3 minutes today. This kind of market, clean and green's the best I can do today. Yeah, it's okay, man. And I think that one thing is you're always going to run into a little bit of a battle, right? Now the Qs look like they went a little lower, so now it would be my shot if I want to take a shot here. So I'm going to look for a little bit of a pullback action fill here, maybe like 33s or 34s. But it's at 35 right now. Let's see if I can get 33s here. All right, so you guys are going to see the order come in here. All right, so orders in there, working order at 1133s. It's already at 438, so I might have missed it on that little pullback opportunity there. Maybe you got a little picky, but I mean, maybe 35s would have got me filled here. I can always adjust it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click to modify. If I see it coming, kind of pulling back here. Looking also at the orders coming in here. I'm looking for some big orders. There's a sell order there at 1138. You can tell somebody wanted to get the hell out of it. Seeing also how the Qs tap down there, but also trying to recover. So this is one thing that we got to keep an eye out. So I'm actually going to go to a little bit of a closer watch here on the Qs. Now we're getting towards more like a 1 minute, right? So I'm going to keep watch on that to see what happens. I also like how this platform gives you the seconds towards the next candle. There's like these little seconds here. I think it's pretty interesting on that end. All right, so thanks, Mitch. Might jump on a challenge to get another portfolio. Never seen this company. Yeah, I mean, check it out. Wisdom, that's what it's all about, right? It's about learning about it, then seeing what we can get into. All right, let me actually lower this a little bit so that kind of fits in there the right way. Got to adjust the layouts, right? I just made this. All right, so working orders there. It just pulled back towards like 35. I'm still looking for an entry there. Still haven't gotten it, so might have to step up here towards the 37s if I want it, but I'm still looking for that pullback entry. One of my biggest things is not trying to chase, so we'll see if I can get a little bit of some pullback entry, just a slight tick on the bid down towards the 34s, 33s here. We got to as low as 34. Might have missed it by a penny there. Might have to step up here at the 40s. The thing is, I don't want to step up too much, right? One of the things is as you size up more and more, you want to come in here as slow as possible. So, yeah, I missed it by a penny there, guys. I think so. There you go. It's modified towards 35. Let me see if I can get a little pullback fill. If not, I'm just going to cancel, and I'm going to go looking for some retail shorts. Yeah, I'm missing it already, guys. All right, I'm just canceling out right now, guys. I wanted that pullback fill entry, did not get that. So now I got to go looking around. Now, one place that I definitely wanted to take a look at was apparel stores to see what maybe went up too much and could come easily right back down. So I know like GPS had an okay report and was starting to come back down. Big move on the day, and I think this could really just start really just coming right back down here. So I'm watching it right now for a short action, actually. And I did see that you could short on here, so that's one of the things that I'm also looking to do on some of these. It's not too bad. It's about a 10-cent risk right now, about a 15-cent risk for a move back down towards like 809, which would be about 20 cents here on GPS. But I could also take a look at Ulta's Ulta's down still. Costco, that one's a huge move. So that one could be one that I could look at. Of course, I got to be very careful if I trade Costco, right? Because it's very expensive. So, I mean, this has been pretty exuberant move higher. It even hit 100 on the RSI, but that was before. That's the problem with Costco. It's just too expensive. I'm thinking about it, but it's really expensive. So it's hard to get a short here and for like kind of a little quick action move. Go back to Sock's ass. Look at that push already, man. We missed that one. pushing to 11:45. I'm not going to lie. I missed that one, team. That's my fault. All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look to see if I can find another trade here that maybe has gone too far, that I feel like it's just excessive move, especially retail is probably the area that I'm looking at. All right, so this is one that we could look at maybe that has gone too far. I'm looking at Best Buy for a short here. All right, risk is off kind of the 74.39s. If I can get a little pullback here to 74.29, I could take a shot on the short here. $74.30. Try that. See if we can get a fill. It's already going away from us. You see how, like, this is just the thing when the cues are kind of going really fast. They just got a little bit of a pop there, so I might be able to get a little bit of a pop back towards 34 right now. Getting a little bit of a spike here in the queue, so I think we're going to get a little bit of a bounce. Then I can try to take a shot here towards the close, but just the stocks are just going away. They're not even bouncing a little bit. You see how it's just going down there? Like, this was a good short too, but the problem is that I'm a little late because I was looking at StockS, so now everything's dropping. And of course, my rule is try to short on strength, not short on weakness. So I could get in there on like the bid side, but then if you get any type of move towards the offer and just get a little bounce back, you get dumped. Market is dumping right now. I mean, GT, there's no clickbait here, bro. Take a look. What kind of move did you see today? You are in a new bull market, just to let you know. I mean, I'm definitely not about the clickbait, but the truth is, it is a new bull market right now. And the move that you got today was pretty significant. It's okay to get an end of the day sell off into a long weekend. And that's normal. How do you set the stop loss for StockS? Well, I didn't get in it yet. So I would have set it there and I would have just gone and just set it here. A lot of times what I use for stop loss, if I really need to use one, I'll use a stop limit, which is a little bit of a different order. I'll have to set there the stop price and that activates the order, but then it puts in a limit order, not necessarily a stop market order, which is what I like to do. I don't like to put in really market orders pretty much any time, but that's just the way I go about it. All right, I bought SQQQ and it's stuck in the 10-cent range. Yeah, it's probably not moving as much. I was looking for some other ones here to see if I could kind of catch them, but we're not seeing too much here. So I might just go back to just taking a look, right? I mean, I'm not going to force anything. And I think that's the important part, is definitely not forcing it, right? Either you get the timing right or you don't, and then you miss the trade, right? Well, that went up there towards 11:45, and it's really not moving much. So instead of getting like an action-packed close here, we're getting kind of more of a dull close here. So we got to be a little bit careful here, as we're just seeing a little bit of a bounce there in the cues and not seeing any type of real sell-off. All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at what else is going on. Yeah, I know. I'm just going to leave it alone. The market's not really dumping, man. It took like a second to come right back up, and it could break through the highs in a second. So it seems like it's one of those days where just not going to get the little bit of a sell-off here. So, of course, during the power hour, this is a little bit riskier trade. I feel like I usually do a lot better in the intraday action at the beginning. So seeing already the cues lift, so I'm going to let off the gas pedal, go back to the other screen, and I can still take a trade if I want. You know, if I see something show up really nice, I can take it. But let's go back to taking a look into the market. You guys can see the cues already recovering there. Apple looks like it wants a new high, right? And we'll look at that. It's trying to make it right now. We'll see if it makes that little push here towards 175. I feel like Apple might make it finally that run where it just goes right back through an all-time high. So keep this one on radar too. I feel like it could keep going. And if anybody I know is going to probably spend a little bit of cash to try to figure out what they can do in AI, it's definitely going to be Apple. Ambarella getting a nice little push up today. Not a bad stock to keep an eye out for. I feel like this stock could start developing some things in AI, but of course, we'll see what happens there. They do work with chipsets, right? They used to be in GoPros a lot. I don't know how much they're still in GoPros, but Who knows? Maybe GoPro finally turns things around, man. When's the last time you heard somebody use a GoPro? That's been out of date for a long time. I'll keep an eye on it. All right, let's go to some other stocks here. Microsoft, let's see how that's doing right now. Microsoft there towards 333.28. Looks like it could continue to push higher. We'll see what happens, right? It doesn't look like it's that type of day where I'm going to get another trade in, but hey, that's how it goes. Microsoft could just continue flying high. I think Google could continue flying high. And so don't want to get in front of these type of dragons, right? I think Google could just keep pushing. And I know that a lot of people see it turning around, but who knows? We could be at 150 before you know it. EA starting to push a little bit. This is one that I'll think about swinging if we really start moving, especially back above that 130. It filled the whole gap, wants to keep going higher. One that I definitely keep an eye out for. All right, let's keep going. We'll take a look at what else is making moves on the day. Of course, Intel not having a bad one here and not closing too bad as it's still pushing here towards the 29. I think they finally realized that Intel should be getting some lift on AI. Maybe they realized it, you know? All right, let's keep going. What else are you guys looking at? Apple Pie. I've been learning a lot from you guys listening to Pre-Market Show. I'm quickly becoming a big fan of Money Mitch. Hey, well, at the end of the day, I just hope that you enjoy and can get the lessons. Really, that's what I'm all about. If I can pay it forward for anybody to continue forward in their financial journey, that really makes me proud. That's what I'm all about. All right, let's keep going. We'll see what else is going on. See what I can find. Intel looks like it wants to keep pushing. We did get a little push there in the Qs. It could come right back down, but I'm not going to take no shots right now on some shorts. It just doesn't look good. Stock test is already retracing too, so I don't think that trade would have worked out for us either. So just doesn't look like a day where you're going to see that big turnaround here. And if anything, it looks like stocks just want to continue pushing. If anything, we can see strength. Even oil is starting to try to come back. Oil kind of got hit hard today. And I think this is one that could keep coming down. I talked about it. Would we swing short it? That's the hard part. I could see this coming down, but the market's going up. So that's why I find it very hard to play these to the downside. SPY to 420.30, baby. You see it. We're back. I know there was somebody asking about the clickbait title. No, the truth is, this is what you call the new bull market moment. For me, I was not here when we were up there on the 19th, when we were up there at 11. But we didn't close there. And I think there's a very important spot, right? If we close today at 420, today is the official new bull market in the S&P 500 or the SPY for me, right? That's what I just pay attention to. And why is that? Because if you take a reading from the bottom there, right? And let me make sure I kind of click the bottom. And you read it up to where we are now, you will see that we are reaching that 20% zone, and 20% higher is what makes it a bull market, baby. We'll see what happens, though. Now the question is, do we see some cool-off action? We'll see. I mean, can we get a close there? We got about 10 minutes, team. Can we hold the 420? Hold the line, they're saying out there. We'll find out. Shield, whoa. We'll find out if they're able to hold that. Great point. Money Mitch dilution when the overall market comes back. Hot sectors like semis can and will cool off in time. 100%. And when that happens, we will be there to try to catch it, right? There's always going to be a turnaround. And rotation will always go against you or maybe even for your direction. That's why it's so important to keep up with kind of that outlook, right? IBM, my man Ryan might have gotten it right, and I might have it wrong. He's seeing IBM really starting to take off, and maybe he's really starting to become an AI player. As you guys see, this starting to make a move. It's not a bad one to keep an eye out for. I know I don't believe in this story, but maybe you do. Dell Technology having a decent day. Even Dell moving up higher, man. That's when you know it. Oh, man. This just seems like they just want everything in tech today, man. It's a crazy type of day, team. I'm seeing some pretty strength all around. Even solar stocks going up today. How's FSLR? This is starting to get a little bit of some strength here. Holding a 200. If it lets go 200, you got to be careful. But who knows? With First Solar, it could just push up there to 220 again. All right, let's take a look there. Q's now just starting to fall off towards the end here. I'm not going to take some shorts just because it's too late. It's 350. There's no point in me opening a position right now. But there you guys see it. The Q's starting to get hit there after a huge day to the upside. They just want to hit that wall, man. Look at that. They said, no. Mitch, you're not going to be right. New bull market. No. We gotta cut this right back below 420s. We'll see where we close at. All right, guys, let's keep it going. What other ones you guys want to take a look at? Throw up some stocks. We still got a couple minutes here. All right, let's go looking in certain sectors, see what looks good on the daily, because I like to do this overall. This is a lot of the times when I come in on Monday, what I do. On Monday, I'm like, okay, well, what looks good on the sector-wise, right? Of course, technology. I mean, look at that breakout in the sector. That's a big move. Consumer cyclical. One thing I would say is if we're really going into this next bull market and we're going to continue seeing kind of lifts offs in the SPY, I think you start seeing the high beta names follow. So high beta names, specialty retail, media, auto manufacturer, home improvement stores, home furnishings, footwear and accessories. I know that we saw Foot Locker take a huge hit, but one of the ones that I'm looking to see if they come back is like Nike. Of course, we're talking more retail, so we'll see what happens to these cyclicals if they're able to hang on if the market keeps going up. Industrials are like hanging on by a thread. They're hanging on the resistance, but I think they could let go at any moment. So stocks like Cat, I'm a little bit concerned on. Stocks like Deere, I'm a little bit concerned on. They haven't been doing much as of late. GE, another week goes by and another week where it just obeys the trend line. One day, this GE is going to break the trend line, and I'm ready to short it. But that day isn't today, and we'll just keep watching it until we finally get the breakdown. For right now, it just keeps riding the trend. If anything, it makes sense to maybe play it within the channel. So it has this channel where it's just stuck in. And the algos are just bouncing it back and forth on GE. We'll see if the algos let go and it finally takes a move to the upside or the downside, really. All right, so I see some names in the chat. CrowdStrike. I'll take a look at Crowd. Let's go. I know Snow took a hit there, so we can take a look at that. But Crowd with a nice little up move today. Now a pullback. This actually looks interesting. I like the pullback action. I like how this could catch a dip and then really get right back up there. And it broke out today. Nice little move above the 150 and holding. But one thing that I can see is that we're a little bit above the 9 EMA. So I'd kind of be watching where we can kind of get back to that 9 EMA. What's it going to take to get me close towards like 147, 150? And that could be a better opportunity. But I also like Pan W, right? And this came back down and then has the earnings and then just shoots off like a rocket back towards 211. So keep your eyes on Pan W. If that can stay green, I think CrowdStrike stays green also and continues the up move. Snow pulled back today, definitely got hit, but it's starting to make its way back. We'll see if this is able to ever fill that gap right back to the upside. All right, let's keep going. Money Mitch, they bought DEC earnings dip. Let's take a look at DEC. I think this is important to kind of keep an eye out for. Are they going to buy this dip, right? And I think that not everything in footwear accessories is going to do bad. I think it's just going to be a stock pickers market like they've been saying it, right? So maybe Nike, DEC stays strong. Maybe Crocs comes back, baby. Just to kind of mention it, I know they did a V-Friends Crocs at VCon, so maybe those get bought up and you see a little bit of a spike. I mean, this has pulled back towards the 200-day, kind of held on there at 105. We'll see if Crocs makes its way back. All right, let's keep going. What other ones are being mentioned in the chat? DEC plus 46 off the pre-market low. Not bad one. What do you mean by algos? New trader here, still learning. Okay, so remember, majority of your traffic, like majority of trades overall, are done with what? They're done by computers, right? Literally algorithms, right, Brenda? And I think that this is what you need to kind of look in here, especially as a new trader. How do algorithms affect the market? Is so important because, of course, you're not going to get the edge on them because they have the edge on us. They're faster, they're programmed, and they react only to the data, right? But if you're a new trader and you don't understand the algo game or how that works, I definitely think just start looking into it, start learning different aspects, and then you'll understand that, yeah, I mean, the computers take control here. It's crazy, but I mean, that's what happens a lot of the times. And majority of stocks, the action that you're seeing, it's not people just trading. It's a lot of the times what? Algorithms. They're just trading back and forth. All right, let's keep going. We'll take a look at ARKK. I definitely think that this is an area that I want to keep watching. I'm thinking about a swing trade here. It kind of makes sense for me. And I think this little pullback, I think it's an opportunity here. If I want to take a swing off kind of the 39s and then risk off the 38s again. We haven't gone through the 38s in the last couple of days. So you know what? If I can get a chance here close to 39, why not? Take a little bit of a shot on ARKK. Got to set that up to get that ready. Let's see if I can get that. See if I can get like 39.05s here. I think it already got close there. It went to 39.03. See if I can get this on a pullback here. All right. I have my order out. We'll see if I can get this pullback fill there for ARKK. I want to start taking some growth, baby. I think the growth can really take that next step up, and it's something that I definitely want to keep on watch. Miracle. You sure? You sure? It's okay, Miracle. If you don't like me, it's all good. He's feeding you things that are not important. You sure they're not important? All right, let's take a look here. The SPY overall through that 420. Can we close up there? We're almost there. It's 357.30. We got about 2 minutes and a half left here. Are they going to crack it right now through 420? Am I using TradingView? Nope. I am using TC2000. Kathy on Friday is scary? Nah, I ain't worried about it. If I get filled, I get filled. The key is always is like understanding your risk, right? You can take any trade if you understand your risk. Laugh out loud. Where are all the rude people coming from lately? I'm not stressing it, man. We're getting some new viewers. If they think I'm not the good guy, hey, stick around. You just might learn something. All right, let's keep going. We'll take a look at what else is going on. I'm getting that pullback right now in ARKK, looking for that fill. I'm like about 2 cents away from getting filled here. So we'll see if I get that fill right now. I'm still looking for a pullback fill, not a chase. That's what I always do. All right, Roblox. We'll look to see if that one can continue to the upside. That one's an interesting one and loves to take off when it can. And it's been sideways for a long time now. So I'm going to keep this one on watch next week to see if it really makes a move above 41. If we keep getting this kind of bull market reaction, who knows where we can be, right? I mean, I know we've been trading sideways for so long, but the truth is, if we start making a move towards 430s and 440s, no one is going to be calling sideways action. You might even hear some people calling new all-time highs. Could you believe it? Something crazy, right? All right, let's keep going. Rudes are watching Netflix now. They got bored early. Yeah, it happens all the time, man. All right, let's take a look there. 420.04. It's 359.12. Look, they're gonna bring it down. They said, no, you're not getting your 420, Mitch. Come on. It's about 40 seconds away. There he goes. 1 cent under that 420. And wouldn't you know it, a little bit of a sell-off towards the last minute. Can we hold the 420? Almost there, team. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's watch it. All right, you can see how it wicked through there. There you go. We need 20 seconds left here, team, towards the bell. You guys smash it up there. You still got target on the watch list? Nah, man. That one got crushed, bro. And one of the things is all retail is not looking good. All retail is not looking good, man. I want to stay away from a lot of retail, man. This is not looking bueno. If anything, it's looking like a short, right? I think Walmart can eventually benefit from that. And so I'm looking to see if it can hold this longer-term trend line. But it's nothing bueno right now, man. In Costco, even going up to 510, I don't know how long this lasts. I think this might turn around too, but I'm not going to bet against Costco today. BJ's is one that's been getting wrecked. Yet Costco went up like that today. I don't know. All right, let's go to the SPY here. 420.09. There you guys see it. We got it, baby. Closed at $419.99. They closed it 1 penny down. You can't make this shit up, team. Can't make this shit up. They wanted to do that on purpose, man. When you see the media on Monday or on Tuesday talk about new bull market, well, you'll at least know where you heard it first, right? We'll see you guys. Like always, guys, smash the like button. I hope you guys enjoy it. Definitely we'll keep playing for some more money. Catch us back on Tuesday. And of course, catch the book club this weekend, Sunday. I'll keep working. I'll see you guys next time. Smash the like, team. Let's keep pushing it. Swing trade, prop, whatever it may be. Always think, how can I improve the skills and take it to the next level? See you next time, team.